Hi there, I'm Larissa from ELCUS, which stands for English Resource Lab, keeping it simple. How are you feeling since the last video? Well, I know for me, I feel very wonderful. No. Scott is quite clever. Scott is very smart. In fact, no, he's not very smart. He's very brilliant. Okay. Wow, look at this elephant. It is very enormous. Oh, here's Lydia. She has very awful news. She broke up with her boyfriend. But, well, she's got very fantastic news as well, because she's now met somebody else who she says is very perfect. It's freezing, very freezing in here. But, well, actually, here in Australia, well, it's actually summer. So it's very wonderful. That was a very wonderful performance. No. So all of these adjectives that I've just given you are adjectives we can't use with the adverb very. Why? Well, that's what we're going to look at in this video. And then, of course, we're going to have a look at adverbs that you can use with these adjectives. These adjectives are all considered to be non-gradable. Now, what's non-gradable? Well, that's the technical term we use for adjectives that, well, on a continuum, they're right at the end. Something can be mild, it can be medium, or it can be maximum. And so these adjectives that are considered non-gradable are at the maximum level. And that's why we can't use very with any of these adjectives. So why don't we just have a look at now at the adjectives that we can use instead of these adjectives. Instead of using the maximum adjectives, let's have a look at other adjectives that are considered to be gradable. So to begin with, let's have a look at the definition of the adverb very. So if we say something is very big or very small, we're talking about to what degree, how big, how small. Well, it's very big or it's very small. In other words, it's to a high degree. So instead of saying very brilliant, we can say Scott is very bright, very big, very bad, very good, very sound, very cold, and very good. So when we say Scott is very bright, well, yeah, he's very bright, but he's not necessarily brilliant. The baby elephant is big, but not necessarily enormous just yet. That's bad news, but it's not necessarily awful. And that is a good thing, but it's not necessarily fantastic. And that's sound, but it's not necessarily perfect. It's cold, but it's not freezing. It's good, but it's not wonderful. And so these adjectives, bright, big, bad, and so forth, they are adjectives we use to show that, well, we can go higher and we can go even lower. But when we use brilliant, enormous, awful, fantastic, perfect, freezing, and amazing, these are at the maximum level. That's why they're called non-gradable. You can't go any higher. Let's now substitute. Let's change very for a different adverb, absolutely, because absolutely means totally. It's at that maximum level. So the adverb matches the adjective. Scott is absolutely brilliant. That elephant is absolutely enormous. Oh, that news is absolutely awful. Well, the new boyfriend is absolutely fantastic. He may well be absolutely perfect. It is absolutely freezing. And that performance was absolutely amazing. We can also use really. So we use these adverbs here because we really want to show emphasis. That's the only reason why we would use them. There are so many adjectives in English that are both gradable and non-gradable. But in this video, well, I've given you a few to walk away with that are actually really popular in English. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed just yet, then definitely hit subscribe and the bell because I'm uploading on a fairly regular basis. On that note, thanks for watching. I'm Larissa. Bye for now.